it's time to seal the tent. So there's lots of different ways to seal it, and lots of stuff online saying that you can use normal silicone to seal it. I have gone for the silicone tent sealant by Gearaid, which is Seam Grip Plus Seal. This one here. This is the little syringe that the tent comes with. I think I might thin this down a bit. I've seen a lot online thinning it down with some white spirits and then using a paintbrush or similar thing just to spread it out once it's in the seams. So I'll get this mixed up and we'll go and seal the tent. So we're going to have a look at sealing the seams. I'm going to start at the top here, go around the outside. There's a seam there, seam down here, seam along the bottom, round these on both sides, and the same down the back. Got the sealant in this little syringe, got the little brush that comes with the sealer, and a rag that's slightly damp so that I can just wipe any bits off. Let's see how it goes. As you can see, no, you probably can't see, but I'm telling you, it's a messy job. Just grab my rag and wipe the excess off. And pull this nice and tight here and run down here as quickly as I can. Just using the brush to make sure it goes in all the creases. And then I think the idea is that anything that you get over the top of it, you wipe off with a rag. We will find out how good this is when it rains. I have to say, I am making a bit of a mess. So I'm going to go down the bottom here. It's actually really tricky to do. So, on the last bit here, as you can see, I've got it quite runny. Well, you might not be able to see. And the theory for me is that I run it quite runny right down that seam, it will flow in and do a proper job, but I'm finding it quite a messy job. I've never done it before, and I'm sure if I do it again I will be much better at it. But having said that, it's taken a good, well, probably half an hour at least to do the seams on here, and I've used probably about half of that tube of sealer. I've watered it down, or diluted it, I suppose it's not water, with the white spirit, and that's made pretty much a syringe and a half full of sealant, which that's all I've got left. I've just got to run from the top down and wipe this off, and then hopefully next time it rains and I'm in this tent, we won't have any leaks. I haven't bothered with the brush. I've got it quite liquidy, and I'm just sort of, as you can probably see if I've got the camera in the right place. I'm just sort of scrubbing it and pushing it along the seam, and every now and again I do that where I flick it off the seam and it goes all over the tent. But I'm coming behind, once I've done a whole seam, I'm coming behind with the rag, which has got a little bit of the I keep saying the all the time, don't I? But it has got a bit of the white spirit on it. I don't know if you saw any of that because I think the camera's too low, but there we go. So yeah, just got a bit of a rag, just wiping along it after I've done, and I'll leave this overnight and probably most of tomorrow, and hopefully that'll do the job. It's not very neat, sorry about that, but I don't think it really matters. If we go back to where I did the first seams, if it's held okay, once I've wiped it off, it actually doesn't look too bad. Hopefully that's what you're supposed to do. Tomorrow I guess we'll find out what it really looks like in the daylight. Sun's going down now. If you've got any questions or comments, please put them in the bit below. Completely new to this talking to the camera and YouTube stuff, but a friend of mine said, look, if you're going to do it, show them what you're doing on the tent, just talk as you would do normally talking to someone else, and maybe they'll like it, who knows. Like I always say, I've got some of the gear and I've got some idea, maybe that's enough. We'll wait and see. Bye for now. Okay, welcome back. This is what the tent looks like after it's been sealed. As you can see, it's pretty good, it's pretty tidy. You can see obviously there's a little bit there where I've rubbed it, but all in all, for my first attempt, I'm quite happy with that. It's really sunny here today, so the next thing to do is get it wet. Let's get a hose on it. I'll get inside, I'll get my glamorous assistant, my wife, who won't want to be on camera, to spray it all down, and I'll check for leaks on the inside. Back in a bit. So I'm inside, and now all I need is my glamorous assistant to start spraying the tent. Liz, are you ready? Oh, she is. Well, that's looking pretty good. Keep going.
I'm just coming around the other side.
Oh, thank you. Can't see any leaks at all. Impressed. I thought for a minute there was some leaks on the inside, but it's just the water on the outside because it's so bright. I don't know if you can see that clearly. These bits down here, all dry. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with that for my first attempt. So what I'm going to do now is let it dry and pack it away.